Hey guys, how's it going? Donut here. Today we're going to be playing a little more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Today we're playing on Defender. We're doing a little bit of kill confirmed, and it's going to be a good time, I think. We're going to have some fun. We're going to shoot some people, which is always important. Alright, so this video I just kind of want to talk to you a little bit about just like how you can really, how to get into and how to get a groove on when you're playing Call of Duty. What to look for, what to expect, and just how to improve your own skill level. Now, I by no means am a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare expert. If I were to claim that, I'd be a big fat liar. But I do know that some things have helped me get a little bit better in this game as I've played it a little bit. So let's just jump straight in. Now, you're going to notice that I die quite a few times in this video, because obviously I'm no expert and I am prone to screwing up just like everybody else. There, my riot shield is even pointed towards him. Exhibit A. Alright, so when I first started playing Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty game that I really got into was probably Black Ops 2. It was just the right time in my life for it, and I was finally ready to dive into the world of multiplayer games. And it treated me pretty darn well. It was a good game with a lot of options, a lot of customizations, so you could really make it your game. And now that we've moved on to Advanced Warfare, there are a few things that they've added that are really different from Black Ops. And the biggest things that I've noticed are your mobility, how quickly you can move and where you can move and how you can move there, and the addition of exo abilities have really stood out in my mind. So, mobility, talking about mobility, it's just, you want to think about how fast you are able to go. And you can see right here, I get stuck on a wall because I'm trying to move too quickly. Mobility is all about learning how fast you can move. You want to learn what you're comfortable with and how quickly you can get your man, your character, your person around a level and move in an efficient manner where you can at least be looking for enemies as well as keeping yourself out of fire. Because there you can see again, I ran into another wall. And for me, it's been a real struggle since I played Black Ops 2. I was used to that slower pace of being just a normal person who didn't have a suit, that couldn't boost, couldn't double jump, and all I could do was sprint. And it seems pretty slow now. So when I jumped into Advanced Warfare here, all I wanted to do was double jump and boost and slide and boost around everywhere. And I found that I was always boosting myself right into enemy fire, and I was getting myself killed all the time just by trying to move quickly. And so I started thinking maybe moving fast isn't just the only way to get myself out there and get myself into a spot where I can get kills, but instead it was a way that I got myself killed. So you really got to focus and think about how quickly your reaction time is and work on your ability to see what's going on and move quick enough to get around and avoid being shot. And that just takes practice. It just takes some time to get used to the movement of the game and how it feels and all that good stuff. How to boost properly. And boosting backwards is a good thing to remember. And then the next thing, the next biggest difference that I really noticed was the addition of exo abilities. They are just quick little tight spot fixers, I guess. If you're in a pinch, you better use them. I know when I started playing, I was always trying to save it for that opportune, that perfect moment when I was gonna need whatever it was that I had equipped. Like in this case, when I was gonna need my ballistic shield. I didn't want to waste it because it only lasts for your one life, and once you die, it's gone. So I was always dying, and I was thinking, man, if I had just used my shield then, I could have lived. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get in trouble, is we have these limited ability boosts, and we don't want to waste them. But in doing that, we also don't utilize them. And that is what gets us killed a lot of times as well, because there's one that's like stim, so it boosts your health. There's one that's a speed boost. There's a hover ability. There's all these things that can give you an edge when you're running up upon an enemy. And it's important to be able to know that you need to use them. They will help, and they're exactly what you need to get into a fight and get that upper hand. And you have to get it into your mind to start hitting that button to use them and pulling them out and just not worrying about wasting them. Because if you don't use them, chances are you're gonna die. Next, let's just move on to weapons. Yeah, weapons are the big thing. It's the hardest part of the game for me is trying to figure out what guns I should be using. What is the best for me? And really the best way to figure this out is to just play around with all of them. Don't get it in your head that you want to be a sniper or that you want to be a full-on silent, swift SMG or anything like that. You don't want to limit yourself to begin with, because then you're just setting your own standards lower, and that's how you get yourself in trouble when you don't branch out and try to find what's actually best for you. For me, I was using the ASM-1 for the longest time because it had the highest damage in the submachine gun class, and I was like, I want to hit hard, so I'm gonna take this gun. This gun will help me kill people quicker. It'll be everything that I need. But it wasn't working for me. So then I killed somebody. I finally managed to kill somebody, and I picked up their KP5, and I was like, holy mackerel, this thing is amazing. And so I equipped it. I think it's the KF5. Yeah. KF5 sounds right. I'm not very good with the names. Yep, there it was on screen. KF5. And so I just started using it, and I figured out that it really worked for me. And you just need to be open to experimenting with all the different guns, just playing around with everything, just to figure it all out. And then there's another thing that they've changed since the last iteration of Call of Duty. They've changed the score streaks. Now they have added different score streaks, like every game. Every game they have their own like unique ones, other than just the UAVs, the supply drops, and like all those good normal things that I only ever get because I can't string enough kills together to get anything good. But they've added the option of being able to customize each score streak individually, which can really help create a unique battlefield for you, and it'll help make you a soldier of your own, as you would say. And I think that if you're going to start out, I would choose just starting out with like a UAV, which is all I use, because it's all I really think about when I'm in there, when I'm going around, is I want to be able to know where everybody's at. And there's one thing in particular that I would use for any score streak that it allows, and that's called support. When you equip support on your score streak, it means that your points that you are earning towards your next score streak are carried over when you die. So that means that you don't have to score 1,200 points in one life in order to get your score streak. You can take your time, you can build it up, and it's a lot nicer because you get to use them a lot more instead of just being stuck without any sort of score streak. And I found that that's really helpful for me, if you can just build it up one time for something awesome during your match, something that can help your team really win. Like my UAV right now, I have it equipped with support, threat detection, and scrambler. So not only does it show blips on the radar, I can see people through walls because it shows them during the threat detection, and it does all these things that are helpful. And it's really important that you just experiment and use those to your abilities. And that's the end of the match. As you can see, my team won, which is awesome, and I got the final kill. Here I am using that little that exo ability to help me not die, and just going in for that final kill. And it all worked out pretty well for me. I ended up with a 30 and 10, which I'd say is pretty good. A 3, it's pretty good. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time and that you maybe learned something. Thanks.